Yo, what's happening, Redheads? This is Jason Henry, the Redhead Henry, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the universe in which Evil Goku comes from, more specifically, the Galactic Peace Federation, and the eventual downfall of Frieza. And while I will still be telling this story in some form or another through the manga or a sprite video, I do want to set the stage so you guys have an understanding of the universe in which Evil Goku comes from. If you're new here, be sure you subscribe and turn on notifications if you find value in my content. Let's get this going. Now, before we begin this video, keep in mind some of the concepts I'll be talking about were before Dragon Ball Super came into existence. So if you hear something that doesn't relate to Super's continuity, you know the reason why. And a lot of these concepts are over 10 years old. I created them off the cuff for some small backstory for Evil Goku. However, now I'm able to flush them out and kind of slightly tweak some things without retconning everything that I've established from before. So as we all know, thanks to Dragon Ball Super, there is a Universe 7 which is comprised of Goku and all of his friends, and that is where they all reside. And as I have stated in previous videos, both before and after Super has aired, there are not a set amount of universes, but there are an infinite amount of universes that comprise this infinite multiverse, which means you could have a Universe 7.1 or 7.876 or Universe 10.5. There is no limit, it's infinite. So with that being said, it only makes sense to label Evil Goku's universe as Universe -7 or -7. So in this video, you will hear me refer to Evil Goku's universe as Universe -7. Universe -7 is opposite or alternate than the Prime Dragon Ball Universe 7. The Saiyans are a peacekeeping, friendly police force full of strong fighters who are led by King Vegeta. The Saiyans have united with the Tuffles, and both species live peacefully together. Planet Vegeta, along with thousands of other planets, have signed a peacekeeping agreement with each other. This unification of planets was formed, and the charter was signed, starting with the Frost Demons, a benevolent and powerful race led by King Cold, who would eventually become the first Supreme Chancellor of this unification. The Saiyans and the Frost Demons would unify and recruit other planets and civilizations that were ready to become a part of this galactic alliance. The alliance would grow to encompass thousands of spiritual, technological, and space-bearing worlds, and would eventually come to be called the Galactic Peace Federation, or GPF for short. While the GPF was still fresh and new in its endeavors, it didn't take long for them to extend outwards in the universe to gather allies and bring new planets into the organization. The GPF is comprised of one leader who is voted to lead by a council of representatives. After losing his life to an incurable heart virus, Galactic Supreme Leader Cold was cremated and was considered to be the founder of the organization. His friend King Vegeta honorably withdrew his name for consideration as the new Galactic Supreme Leader, allowing Cold's son Frieza the title and opportunity to lead the GPF. Frieza had shown much promise as a strong leader for the GPF and was voted as the new Galactic Supreme Leader, succeeding his father. Frieza was liked and well respected by all in the GPF. He earned respect and led with command and compassion. King Vegeta would bring Frieza a new policy that could help change the way Saiyans could help bring about peace to the universe. By sending off strong infants to worlds that were not yet ready to join the GPF, this would allow strong Saiyan infants to grow and study the planet and lead the planet to a global peace in order for their acceptance to occur into the GPF. In other words, the Saiyan infant would learn everything it could about the planet till a mature age of adulthood, and would then lead or guide the planet in the right direction for wanting to join the GPF. While there were many issues with this policy, Frieza allowed King Vegeta, his friend and almost a mentor, to instate this policy for the Saiyans. Many instances of failure with this tactic had transpired over the short time period it was used. However, none would be as devastating as the powerful Saiyan infant Kakarot, who was sent to Earth and ended up bumping his head on accident, causing him to lash out and become uncontrollable. Planet Earth had been at war between different factions trying to seize control of the planet. Chaos and destruction would be commonplace for the war-torn human race, and Earth would have been a perfect opportunity for Kakarot to use his powers and influence in an attempt to bring peace and end all the wars. However, as stated before, Kakarot, with the power to destroy the planet, falls and bumps his head, forgetting his mission. As fate would interject, an old martial artist named Gohan found the baby Kakarot and saw an opportunity to use the child as a tool in order to gain control and seize power over the warring planet Earth. Gohan now names Kakarot Goku and begins to train and manipulate him as he grows. Over the years, as events would transpire on Earth and throughout the universe, King Vegeta put a stop to his policy, as its failure had been on the rise as more and more reports of the Saiyans who were sent out across the universe had failed in their mission to recruit planets for the GPF for one reason or another. A lot of space-bearing planets who didn't want to join the GPF were either left alone or began forming their own alliances, which would then combat the GPF. This started causing many conflicts and skirmishes throughout the universe. While these battles were somewhat small in scope, this is where Prince Vegeta and a squad of elite Saiyans would begin to grow in strength and become more and more recognizable throughout the cosmos. One of the planets that did not sign the charter and enter the Galactic Peace Federation was planet Namek. Unlike the peaceful Nameks from the Prime Dragon Ball universe, these Nameks are a proud warrior race of powerful beings who don't like authority. Similar to space pirates or the Saiyans from the Prime Dragon Ball universe, the Nameks in Universe -7 are ruthless, cold-blooded warriors who stood and fought against the GPF many times. This led to the Great Namekian War, where the planet split between two factions, one small side wanting to join the GPF and another side wanting nothing to do with the GPF. The inner conflict would also expand out, involving the GPF and Prince Vegeta and his League of Fighters, who would constantly be fighting the Namekians. To make matters worse, things began escalating around other powerful remote planets that were now determined to bring down the GPF. Prince Vegeta needed to delegate some of his warriors to other parts of the galaxy. One warrior, Raditz, and brother to Kakarot, asked Prince Vegeta to go to Earth and recruit his strong baby brother, who had not been heard of or seen since he had left planet Vegeta over 20 years ago. Another strong warrior to help in the small battles that were beginning to escalate around the universe. Prince Vegeta had been given orders from both his father, King Vegeta, and Frieza to split up his fighting squad in order to combat the other resistances happening around the universe. And while reluctant to do so, as the situation on Namek was escalating, Vegeta followed orders, which led to the eventual loss of Namek, and Prince Vegeta with his warriors had to retreat. As Raditz was needed on the front lines elsewhere, Frieza ultimately gave permission for Raditz to travel to Earth to find his brother and get him to help aid in the upcoming battles. After Raditz arrives on Earth and a slew of events transpire, which will be saved for another video, Evil Goku ends up taking Raditz's space pod and begins to travel the universe hunting for Frieza. This leads to the destruction of many planets, as Evil Goku is on a rampage, hunting for Frieza and also trying to get his attention by blowing up planets. After years of skirmishes, battles, and events, Evil Goku eventually takes down the Galactic Peace Federation, killing Frieza in the process. However, Prince Vegeta, who now leads what is left of the GPF, plans on ridding the universe of Goku, who he has been unable to defeat over the years. Using a portal device known as Echo G, Evil Goku is accidentally thrown into another universe by mistake, as Echo G was intended for Vegeta to go back in time and stop Evil Goku on his rampage. After Evil Goku was removed from Universe -7, Prince Vegeta and the GPF attempt to restore the organization and rebuild the universe. And that's the end of Part 1. Part 2 will cover what happens in Universe -7 while Evil Goku is no longer there, and it will also cover what happens when Evil Goku returns back to Universe -7 during the events of Evil Goku Battle for Otherworld. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, smash that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you guys thought. I will see everybody next time. Later, fellas.